Hi everybody, welcome to Dew and Daisy's 50 Christmas Crafts in 50 Days. Today we will be making a Santa Claus wine bottle. I'm starting out with just a clear wine bottle here, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint it with this Americana True Red. It's an acrylic paint. You can use a red enamel paint on it and bake it once it's dry. That will give it a more durable coverage, but for these purposes, just being a decorative piece, I'm just going to stick with the acrylic paint. The next thing you'll need is a soft bristled brush, and the soft bristles will give you a much smoother coating than a more coarse bristled brush. And as you can see, I absolutely love this brush. I've had it for years. I have no intention of getting rid of it. And as long as you take good care of your brushes, they will last you a long, long time. Alright, so let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to put a few coats of paint on this, and I'll be back. Okay, so here we are with the bottle. I have 4 coats of the red Americana on it, and it looks really good and pretty much has an even coating on it. The next step we're going to do is take a piece of black craft felt, which I picked up at Hobby Lobby for 33 cents, so it's not very expensive at all. I'm going to lay that out along my craft mat. What I want to do is cut it about 1.5 inches, I believe. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it here. It may be a little more than that. Not anything I'm overly worried about, because this is going to be Santa's belt. Alright, and I'm just going to run my rotary cutter along here. Okay, and if you don't have a rotary cutter, just kind of make your cut as you can with scissors and so forth. It's really not important how you cut it at all. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take this and just glue the belt right around the center here. And then when we get to the back, we're just going to cut it off where it meets so we have a nice clean edge. Okay. So now, what we're going to do is just take our hot glue gun. I take my glue gun and run a bead of hot glue along the front here. Alright, and then lay my bottle down, find my center point, and just lay Santa's belt right along there. I'm going to flip it over, and it doesn't take much glue. I'm using a lower temp on this, and I'm going to bring it around on the back side. Off here, a nice straight, well, kind of straight line, I guess, and then we'll bring this around and meet it here in the back. Oops. For some reason it looks like it's going downhill, so try to straighten this out a little bit. Down a little. You do want to be careful that you do get it on there straight, because the hot glue will pull the paint off. And then around here, I'm going to add a little bit more of the glue, a little bit thicker in the back just to give it a good hold. Pull that tight, and just kind of cut it off where they meet. Alright, now we have Santa's belt on him. Next thing we're going to do is take some of this cute little bling ribbon, and you can pick this up anywhere. Hobby Lobby has it, Walmart. I picked this up at Dollar Tree, and we're just going to make his belt out of this. Alright, so I think I'm going to cut it to start about 3 inches. So I'm just going to come down here, and we'll see what 3 inches does for us. And it's a little wider than I want it, so I'm just going to cut one of these bling strips off. Alright. Still probably a little bit longer than we want it. So let's take this down to about 2.5 inches. Again, you're just playing it by ear. When I'm crafting, I seldom actually measure. Okay, so it looks like we're going to cut about 2 of these off. Okay, and that looks like it would probably be good. So we are going to cut another one of these. And I'll just measure it out like this. Make sure we have everything even. Right here. Right. Oops. And just going to cut these little excess little pieces off. And again, cut this down to 2 rows. Because we want to make it square, what we have here is 2 pieces, and there's it's 2 rows wide. So what we would want to do is take a 3rd row of this, measure it in, and then subtract 4 pieces of the little rhinestones off of it. Fraying edges, just cut those off again, because what this will do is, you see, it will end up making this perfectly square. Alright, and for our last one, it'll be right here. There we go. And now what we need to do again is just eyeball where we want this to lay. See how this would work out for us. Alright, and then we are just going to glue these pieces on. And these you have to be a little bit more careful of so that your belt buckle comes out square. And then it is centered where you want it. So just play with it a little till you get it where you want. What I'm going to do to help keep this from rolling around, just lay it on a towel. And I'm just going to neaten this up by cutting off these little end pieces. There we go. It is time to start gluing. Now, I think with this one, I'm going to use some just clear glue because I want to be able to move it around and position it a little bit without worrying about the paint. Okay, so I have here my Aleene's Clear Gel Tacky Glue. This is what I'm going to use for this part of it. And I'm just going to take my rhinestones and just add some little dabs of glue along the back of them. Not very much at all. I don't want it squishing out from under them. Alright, and lay that down. Alright, and then I'm going to work on the sides. I'm feeling like there's just a little bit of something missing, and I think it would be a belt buckle. So we'll just add this little square bling that we have down as the belt buckle. Be sure we get all these little side pieces cut off. Again, just the tiniest bit of glue. Got enough there for all 4 corners. Find center point. There we go. Santa's belt buckle. Now let this dry, and then we will put his fuzzy trim on the top and the bottom. Alright everybody, now that we've given this some time to dry, we're going to get to Santa's fluff. And what I found was this tinsel garland. Found this at Walmart. It's $1.48 a roll, and I thought, how cute would this be to put around the bottom, just to add a little more glitz and glitter to the wine bottle, and just fun in general. So again, with the hot glue gun, we're going to put some on the bottom, and then we're going to put some around the top up here as well. Alright, so let's get started on that. Our Santa wine bottle, and I think it turned out just adorable. It's got just the sparkle to it. It's not too busy with added buttons and so forth, but I think this is just an adorable bottle, and I think it would look so cute just sitting over in a bar area or something like that. Alright, well, that's it for today, and I will let you go and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.